there's certain things about sales that I don't like. And so there's been times in my businesses where I've utilized other people to do those things in sales. You know, I talk about when I had my daily deal business, and I did not like going to BNI events and raising my hand and talking to people. It worked, but I didn't like it. So I hired a guy who loved it, and he was really good at it. So he'd go and land us deals and bring them back to me every day or every week when he'd go to those BNI meetings. So be self-aware enough. Use data, though, to be self-aware. So like literally look at the data of if you're doing the Eugene review and you've done 10 interviews and you haven't got one yet, that would probably be not enough data. If you've done 100 and you haven't landed a client, then you're definitely doing something wrong, or you're explaining stuff wrong, or you need more work on that, or you need someone else to do it for you. So I think you got to give yourself enough of a data set to identify if the strategy is good for your personality type or the way that you communicate. And at a certain point, again, there's not like a set number in this, by the way. You just make sure it's not so little that you're like, well, I sent 10 emails and I didn't get a deal, so I'm out, right? Or I did 10 Eugene reviews and didn't get a deal, or I did this. At a certain point, if you're trying every prospecting strategy that we've given you guys and like none of them are clicking, there's probably something with you that's going on that is the issue. And then we need to probably do more like role playing, recording of what you're saying so we can hear and identify, because sometimes for us, we don't know what you're in the trenches doing or saying unless you give us something to go off of and help coach you up on. So that would be my answer on that.
Jose asked out of curiosity, like, what's the fastest lead gen deal you ever landed?
What does that mean? I don't even know what that means.
Like, you ranked a site, like, how fast? Like, have you ever had it where the first call ends up being your...
Oh, like probably 2 weeks, but that's back in the heyday. But at this point, I don't need, personally, I have more people, and this will happen to all you guys that stick with this. And this happens if you listen to Limitless Prospecting Volume 1, you'll hear this kind of across the board, is like, I have more deals in my pipeline from being in this industry, and this happens to anyone in any industry. It's not just me, okay? If you do something for long enough and people know what you do, like, I don't have to go out and prospect to get lead gen deals anymore. I have people begging me to do lead gen deals, and it's a matter of, again, it goes back to knocking out third graders. I don't take every deal. I think I made a video about this in the training. Like, I'm cautious about the deals I go after. I don't really want to go into these bloody 6, 8, 9 month battles where I'm playing especially like on a lead gen game, where I'm playing the game of like, oh, it's going to be 6 months to the money. I don't have the attention for that any longer. Like, I'm not doing that. And so I'm very cautious, and rightfully so, of the deals I jump into or don't. But I have deals on my plate right now that they're like, when can you start? And I'm slow rolling, but I haven't built them yet either. I use my, I use all the data, all the stuff that I have in conversations, experience, what have you, and business owners will throw themselves at you that are serious about business. They want guys and gals like us that can generate leads. And again, that comes with just time in the trenches and talking to people too. I think so many of us are so quiet about our business. We don't tell anyone we do. I'll tell you, every one of you guys right now, you guys want some business? Go take a screenshot of one of your lead gen CallSling accounts with the leads that are coming through it, assuming you guys have been in for a while and you're starting to get calls. Go post it on your Facebook and say, hey, I generated 100 leads for our new limo company or whatever. And Corey Long used to do this all the time. I remember I did this even before this training started. I just posted on my Facebook wall, look, at the end of the day, it's just another line in the water. And some of you guys are like, well, I don't want anyone of my friends to know what I'm doing, or I don't want to know what... Listen, if you're quiet about what you're doing, your money's going to be quiet too, right? So you got to let people know what you're up to, right? Be loud, right? Bang the drum. Let people know what you're doing. And then people will come to you with deals. Then you have to be smart about sifting and sorting. And the only way you're going to get smart about sifting and sorting is showing up on these calls, asking questions, being in the trenches. You know, that whole, what is it, Malcolm Gladwell, the whole 10,000 hours, right? Once you've put in 10,000 hours to any skill set is really when you started to master it, right? You're not going to know how to master how to sift and sort every deal. You're going to have to take some bumps and bruises, and you're going to have to go through it. But at the end, the juice is worth the squeeze.